Hello again, my beautiful budgeters. My name is Jenny with Budget Determined. Today we are going to be focusing on debt. My debt in particular. I would love to hear what your guys' challenges are regarding your debt and your plans of tackling it. Today I'm going to total my debt and talk to you about my plan of tackling it and getting it paid down. So if that's something that interests you, please stick around. Hello again, everybody. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Jenny. This channel I do cash budgeting, we do debt payoff, which is definitely a main focus. We're doing sinking funds and savings challenges this year as well, which is new to me and my family. We've been budgeting for a while, but we have not tried a number of different methods, and we're looking at readjusting and figuring out what works now in our current financial status. We find that we have to change it up constantly and always looking for education to help us get it figured out and get ahead. I have chronic medical conditions that will cut my work career short in the future. And I just want to really get a hold of our finances and get on top of things before that occurs. Maybe you're in the same boat. Maybe your driving force is for another reason. I'd love to hear about it. Please comment below. So today we're going to talk about our debt. As I said in my last video, we kind of traded out one debt for another this season. Ignore my dogs in the background. They are wrestling and playing. So they might get a little bit noisy. Hopefully not. I'll try to keep them down a little bit. You guys hush. You guys hush. No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. Oh, she's up in my chair and on my back now. Okay. Yes. Okay. Room, get down. Room, get down. Room, get down. No. No. Oh my God. No! No, get down. Go play. Away. Go. Away. Room. Away. Good girl. Sorry about that, you guys. My dog is psycho. I'm not gonna lie. She's very, very psycho. She is a Frenchton and is absolutely adorable. I have a Boston Terrier, a Frenchton. They're both basically the same age, and then we have a larger Irish Wolfhound mixed dog. Irish Wolfhound is getting up there in age. The two others are puppies. So, I'm using the Legend Budget book for keeping track of our budgets every month. It's rather simple, but I kind of like that. I kind of tend to personalize things a little bit. I don't know, I might go, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that have some amazing budget books, Budget Mom. I've seen a number of other ones as well. Budget Moms is very detailed. I'm a little bit intimidated by that one, I'm not gonna lie, but I would love to take a little bit more of an in-depth look at it, and I definitely might try it out in the future, or I might try one of the other amazing budgeters out there. But for now, this is what I'm using. I will link it below. I am doing, let's see if I can find it. So this is kind of what I do. It has like a dot grid, kind of like a dot grid bullet journal on some of the pages. And so this one, I kind of drew these out and mapping them out and coloring them in as I pay things off. I haven't colored them in for payments for the month of March, and I'm waiting for those to take effect now that we're into the month. Our Barclay one, you can see, is paid off. That was a credit card. It had a 27% interest, which was insane. We now no longer have that one, but now we have a car loan that is a higher balance but way lower interest rate. Its interest rate is 1.74. So what we're going to do is we're going to total what our debt is currently and talk about pay down. What methods are you guys using? What helps you guys stay motivated? I'm a very visual person, so coloring things in and keeping track of things that way, watching numbers go down, actually physically touching and interacting with things helps me a lot. I don't know, it just works really, really well. Some people, they don't need that, but I don't know, it gets me excited watching things become colorful. So this was the balance. We're gonna go off of my end of February before my March payments. End of February. Okay, so our highest balance loan is now the new car. It's the new debt. So we have $38,700 on that one. We're gonna put the interest rate over here. What method do you guys use? Do you guys use the snowball or the avalanche? Or are you guys kind of making up your own? This is 2022. My car's name is Liv. We always name our cars. Her interest rate is 1.74, which was crazy because the credit card was 27% interest. We have good credit. We've been keeping it good for quite a while, and I couldn't believe that they would still keep us at a 27% interest rate on a credit card. It's insane. I don't know if credit ratings even matter with credit cards, really, though. Our next debt is our RV trailer at $30,433, and we have a 2.99% interest rate on that one. Our next highest balance is our kitchen loan. We remodeled our kitchen this last year, and it ended up costing a bit more than what was expected. They always say that after you figure out what your budget is, to kind of inflate it about 20% for the overage costs, the unexpecteds. Well, we did that after price checking and figuring out what labors and stuff was supposed to cost. From the point that we got estimates through actually getting the work done, with everything that is going on in the world right now and the chaos and prices going up and everything, it ended up costing quite a bit more. So I highly recommend paying attention to what's going on when you're choosing to do a big project that you're not doing yourself and you don't already have the stuff for, because it gets crazy. Our kitchen loan is 8.99%. And then my husband has his four-wheeler. I call it a quad. And that balance, $9,503. I'm not dealing with change at all. I never deal with change. I always round up. And that one is 2.74%. So this is our debt. $38,700. I am so glad to not have any credit card debt anymore. 30,000 plus. I can't even use a calculator. Look at that. Okay, let's try this again. 38,700 plus 30,433. 14,891 plus 9,503 equals 93,000. This does not include our mortgage. $527. So this is the number that we are hardcore going to be working on tackling over the next while it's going to be a number of years in the making, I already know, we're going to try to get it in as short a period of time as possible without driving ourselves absolutely bonkers and burning ourselves out. So that is the challenge. So what we are going to do, like I said, I was asking you about the snowball or the avalanche because I know some people have preferred methods. I have appreciation for both. I really like getting the high interest out of the way. I hate paying interest and watching my money fly away like that. At the same time, it is very, very, very satisfying to not have as many payments and to knock down the smallest and just have it gone and have fewer payments going out in a month. So we actually have been kind of bouncing back and forth and doing both. This time around, we are going to take on the higher interest rate one. We are going to take on this kitchen loan here. It's not incredibly that much difference from the quad, and the quad is substantially lower in interest rate. So we're going to take on the kitchen. So how we're going to do that, this is my savings challenge binder and my additional debt payoff. Our debt payments are paid online, the baseline payment, and I want to save up extra and pay those down. But I'm going to save it up and pay it. I want to pay it in bigger payments, not like $5 here and $20 there and stuff like that. So this is what we are going to do. I made these kind of trackers that can go in your A6 binder. I can make them in the envelope form like I've done here. I have any debt that you want to use here. It comes in a set of 3 on my Etsy shop, which I'll post the link down below. I've got your credit card one. We have destroying the wall of debt. And you write your balance and what debt you're tackling. You choose what each icon equals, and then and your ending balance. So if you want, you can just say, okay, this year my goal is to reach this balance, etc. And you can pay it off like that. Double that payment. This is when you're working on additional payments for paying off your mortgage. This one I'm not going to be working on yet. Looking forward to it though. So I have it in the book just to kind of give me, you know, that motivation. Get there, get there, get there. But I was expecting to have to be starting this year off with this one. But since we already paid off the credit card, we're going to set that one to the side. I'm not even going to use it. We're working on the kitchen loan, and our kitchen loan is $14,891 in kitchen. All right. So our goal this year, we're not going to be able to pay off that full balance. We're just not. But we pay $375 a month as a payment, baseline payment, on this loan every month. Our goal for this year, and it's a substantial goal considering what our income is, but with side hustles and making things work, selling things, finding side jobs, whatnot, I think we can make it happen. Our goal is to pay this debt down to $5,000. So I'm not even going to write this ending balance. There's 25 icons here, and with the regular baseline budget, it will almost pay off half of that goal amount to be paid off. So we want to figure out the additional, and so I'm just going to round that up and say, okay, $15,000 is my balance. We want to pay off $10,000. So we want to pay off a little bit more than 5. So let's go 25 times 200 equals, well, 200 equals the 5,000, but I want to pay a little bit more just because I don't think our regular payment's quite going to cut it. So let's try 300 times 25. 7,500. We're going to try that one. So we're going to make it to where each one of these little bombs exploding our debt is going to be $300. Now I'm not going to stuff this envelope with that full amount before I go and make the payment, but every time that I have enough stuffed in here to color in an icon, that is when I'm going to take that money, deposit it into the bank, and make that additional payment. So every time I have $300 inside of this envelope, it's getting deposited in the bank, and that payment is going to get put on to that debt to start knocking it back. So I'm hoping you guys will join me for that. I'm excited about that. Like I said, I have that double the payment. This is the only one that we're working on right now. If you guys watched my previous videos, we have humming in the background right now. There's space heaters heating our house, and we are waiting for parts to come in for our furnace and our heat pump to get both of those fixed. I don't know what that bill is going to be like, and because of that, I don't want to pay too much additional into paying back debt until I figure out the best way to hopefully prevent more debt from this new issue with our house. So I did get a message from him saying that our parts will be in tomorrow. So the next time that I air a video, or shortly thereafter, we should know what that total is or be close to finding it out. So then we can work that one out. For future though, these are savings that I have on my Etsy as well. This musical savings I'm looking forward to in the future. I'm going to choose some month. I don't know which month, but I'm going to do this one with the kids. We all love music, so we are going to randomly choose songs and save money for a month off of those songs. But for additional debt payment, I'm going to do this debts and ladders that I have on my page. But I don't want to start that until I know what plan we're going to have to figure out for tackling this furnace issue. So we can talk more about that later. Hopefully you guys will get to see me use that this year. Hoping that we're not too tight. So basically that is our debt. Our debt totals $93,527. What is your plans on tackling your debt? And how much are you tackling? What do you find the biggest challenge? If you guys would like to join me for my journey, please like, subscribe, and I would love to hear comments down below about your guys' thoughts, ideas, and I'd love to hear about what you guys are doing. I will see you next time. Stay magic.